Hi Libra, welcome to your Mercury retrograde in Aries special with me, Raphael Ray from Radiant Reality. Thank you so much for joining me. So, I am doing a special on this transit because I believe it's going to be quite an instrumental one. It's quite a powerful one that's going to take place as well. So, yeah, thank you for joining me. I'm just going to go straight into it. So, what is Mercury? Mercury is our planet. It's the planet of communication. It's text messages, emails, conversations. It's how we interact with people on a day-to-day basis. It also talks very heavily about this can be siblings, it can be co-workers, colleagues at work. And the everyday communication. It's also neighbours as well. It's the communication that we have with these people on a day-to-day basis. When Mercury goes retrograde, as many of you already know, communication tends to be a bit more fraught. Communication tends to come under fire, and it seems that we go through a process and a period of misunderstanding each other. Technology as well seems to go haywire. This happening in Aries. So, well, the other thing that I want to mention about Mercury retrograde is it's about reassessing, it's about reevaluating, it's about redoing something, about going over ground that we've already gone through or over in our minds. So the part of this as well that I find always really interesting is, as I said before, your thought process or your thoughts are they're like a foundation that you build your ideas and your goals and the things that you want to manifest on top of. And Mercury retrograde gives you a chance to have a look at that ground to see if it is stable and strong enough to hold what it is that you want to create in your life. So, Aries, what is Aries? Aries is our assertion, it's our willpower, it's how we do what we say we're going to do. It is the unstoppable energy that we have within us. It's our willpower, our drive, our strength. So when Mercury goes retrograde in the sign of Aries, you know, because Aries is quite a feisty sign as well, the potential for misunderstandings is definitely there, but the potential for explosive misunderstandings is also there. One of the other things about Mercury retrograde is it's very much an energy of what I say versus what you hear, and how and where those two don't necessarily tally up, where they don't meet in the middle. I'm currently experiencing some anyway. So the other thing about this is this is going to take place in your 7th house. So Libra, what is your 7th house? It's the house of the other, or the house of the not self, as my wonderful teacher Kim just talked about it the other day. And this talks about, you know, this can be our partnerships, our marriages, it can be our business partnerships. So in terms of your personal partnerships, so if you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, you know, or any of the above, this is very much going to be about you, you know, so you're reassessing, you're reevaluating. This is going to be you thinking about your relationship, what you're getting from it. You know, is it the type of relationship that you want? Are you being nurtured, fulfilled and nourished in the way that you feel you need to be? Are you being fulfilled in your relationship? These are the questions that you're going to be asked, you know, that you're really going to be asking yourself as well. The other part of this is, you know, you're going to be going through this kind of process and this understanding of how to assert yourself. So Libra, your direct opposite in the zodiac is Aries. Aries is all about self. Libra is all about the other. And what you're being asked to really evaluate here is not not how you can, you know, in effect, without sounding callous, this is about Librans starting to understand who they are in the relationship, what they want. It's no longer, you know, the next 3 to 6 weeks is going to see you thinking more about what you want from your relationship, what you need from your relationship, and whether you are being fulfilled in those ways or shapes or forms. The other part of this is as well, the 7th house very much represents your business, You know, it represents the people that you interact with. It represents the people that you partner with. And this is going to be asking you, you know, your business relationships certainly are going to come under really intense scrutiny now. You're going to be really examining these to ask yourself the fundamental question of, actually, am I getting what I want? Am I getting what I need? Am I getting the best deal for myself, or am I just at the other person's beck and call? Are they getting the best of this partnership? Is it a partnership? And I guess that's the question that you're really going to be asking yourself. Is what you know, this partnership that you have, is it mutually beneficial, or is it just about the other person? And if you find that it is, it may well be that under this, you know, it decides to, that you kind of decide to part ways, or you decide to leave something or someone behind that no longer serves you. And it's not about necessarily, you know, serves you. It's more about whether it's actually, you know, are you getting out what you're putting in? That's the real basic fundamental question that you're being asked at a very, very deep core level. I've got some trusty notes here. Yeah, the other part of this is, you know, you're going to be deciding what you want to continue. For those of you that are single, I know there's a lot of you out there that are asking right now. For those of you that are single, this is going to be you really getting to grips with what you actually want from a partner, with what you want and what you need from a partner. But more importantly, because this is, like I said, this is the house of the not self, and the Mercury in retrograde is falling in your direct opposite house, your 7th house. What's really going to be happening on the other end of this is you're going to be deciding the type of person that you are in a relationship. You're going to be deciding the type of person you want to be in a relationship. What is it that you want to be known for in the relationship? And therefore, by truly knowing that part of an aspect of yourself, you're then really aligning yourself and your energy field to draw into your life the kind of partner that you actually really want to be with, and more importantly, the kind of partner that you are truly compatible with. So that's really exciting, you know. For those of you that are single, you're setting the stage for the right person to come in your life. For those of you that are already in partnerships, you're reassessing what you can give, but more importantly, what you're getting out versus what you get in, versus what you put in. So into this deck, I would like to call in all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the message that comes through is ultimately clear and concise and helps you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So, oh, okay, there's one overturned there, and it is the Judgment card. Very, very interesting. So even though this card represents the sign of Sagittarius, it actually represents a blast from the past. And when I see this card in a reading, I always say to people, this card carries the energy of a Mercury retrograde, because it usually brings something that we thought was done, something that we thought was over, back into our lives. And because it's the number 20 in terms of the numerology, we always simplify, so it gives you the number 2. The number 2 is all to do with partnerships. The number 2 is all to do with relationships. It's all to do with me and you, and how we work together, how we collaborate. This very much says, for those of you that are single and for those of you that are coupled, there's going to be a past or previous relationship that comes back for reevaluation now. This can be something that you learn. It can be something that you experience. It can be somebody that comes back to you and says, you know what, I would like us to give us another shot. It could be the same person coming back and saying, I don't necessarily want to be with you, but I do feel that what we have or what we need to experience or talk about is not done yet. On a business level, you know, for other types of partnerships that you may well come across in your life, this can be very much talking about a revisiting of that. So some kind of opportunity that you've had previously to work with a certain person or to work in a specific field may well now come back at you. It might be an opportunity to partner up with somebody that you declined or that you weren't able to take previously. So, you know, this is just, you know, a couple of flavors that this could take and a couple of ways that this could play out. Don't forget to comment and let me know. I wish you an abundance of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance itself. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you very soon for the monthly readings. Take care.